What do you really know about Antarctica? Think you've got all the facts down about this icy wonderland? If you're feeling confident, how about putting that knowledge to the test with a fun quiz? You'll be amazed at some of the strange facts we've got lined up. Ready to dive in? Number 10, Antarctica has a population of 1,000. That's right. There are only about 1,000 people living in Antarctica. The continent is so cold and desolate that it is hardly habitable. In fact, the average temperature Antarctica is about minus 76 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 60 degrees Celsius. So what are these people doing there? Well, they're mostly scientists and researchers who are studying the continent's unique environment. They live in research stations, which are typically only occupied during the summer months when temperatures are at their warmest. These stations are equipped with all the necessary facilities to sustain human life, such as food, water, and electricity. But let's face it, no one wants to live in such a boring place. So if you're ever near Antarctica, be sure to say hello to its small population. Number 9, you can get a heart attack from swimming in the freezing waters of Antarctica. It might sound crazy, but it's actually a real phenomenon known as cold shock. When you swim in freezing cold water, your body goes into a state of shock. This can cause your heart to beat faster and your blood vessels to constrict. This is done to protect your vital organs from the cold. However, this can be dangerous for people with heart problems. In extreme cases, cold shock can even cause a heart attack. So if you're not careful, swimming in the freezing waters of Antarctica could be the last thing you ever do. But don't worry, this hasn't happened to any scientists or researchers. After all, they're the ones studying the continent's unique environment, right? Wrong. In 2013, an American tourist died of a heart attack after taking a polar plunge in Antarctica. The water temperature was a frigid 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. So it is safe to say that swimming in the freezing waters of Antarctica is not for the faint of heart. No. 8. More than 90% of Antarctica is covered by ice. That's right, most of Antarctica is literally a giant ice cube. The continent is covered by a thick layer of ice that can be up to 4,700 meters or 15,000 feet thick. Underneath the ice, however, lies a landmass that is almost twice the size of the United States. Despite being so cold and inhospitable, Antarctica is home to a variety of wildlife, including seals, penguins, and whales. All these animals have adapted to the extreme conditions and thrive in the harsh environment. Number 7. Scientists recently found out that Antarctica is not as dry as we thought it was. For years, scientists believed that Antarctica was one of the driest places on Earth. However, recent drilling operations have revealed that the continent is actually home to vast underground lakes of water. In fact, there are over 400 subglacial lakes in Antarctica, some of which are larger than the entire state of Florida. These lakes were formed millions of years ago when the continent was covered by a thick sheet of ice. As the ice sheet moved, it trapped large amounts of water beneath it, creating vast lakes that remained hidden until recently. These lakes are a treasure trove of scientific discovery, providing researchers with a unique opportunity to study life in extreme environments. Number 6. Antarctica has its own unique climate. While it is true that Antarctica is extremely cold, it is not accurate to say that it is just one big iceberg. The continent has a variety of climates, from the dry and windy McMurdo dry valleys to the icy and snowy coastal regions. In fact, Antarctica is home to the highest recorded wind speeds on Earth, with gusts reaching over 125 miles per hour or 200 kilometers per hour. These strong winds can cause massive snowstorms that can last for days. Even the dry air of Antarctica can cause problems for humans, leading to dehydration and frostbite. As a result, scientists and researchers must take special precautions when working in the continent's harsh environment. Note 5. We still don't know much about Antarctica. Despite all the amazing discoveries that have been made, we still know very little about Antarctica. The continent is so remote and difficult to access that it has only been explored in recent years. In fact, less than 5% of Antarctica has been explored. There is still so much to discover and learn about this fascinating place. From its vast underground lakes to its unique wildlife, Antarctica is truly a treasure trove of scientific discovery. Who knows what other amazing things we will find out about the continent in the years to come. Number 4. Mount Erebus is an active volcano in Antarctica. That's right. Beneath the ice of Antarctica lies a smoldering volcano that has been erupting for centuries. Mount Erebus is one of the most active volcanoes in Antarctica, with eruptions occurring regularly. The volcano is located on Ross Island in the McMurdo Sound, making it one of the most accessible volcanoes in Antarctica. Despite its remote location, Mount Erebus has been studied extensively by scientists due to its unique characteristics. The volcano is also home to a variety of interesting geological features, such as lava lakes and ice caves. No. 3. There are more than 1 million penguins in Antarctica. And not only that, but also over 60 million birds. These penguins are the most iconic inhabitants of Antarctica, waddling around the icy landscape in their tuxedo-like plumage. There are several species of penguins in Antarctica, including the emperor penguin, the largest species of penguin in the world. The penguins in Antarctica live in massive colonies that can number in the thousands. These colonies are typically located on the coast of the continent, where the penguins can easily access the ocean for food. The penguins in Antarctica feed mainly on fish and krill, which they catch by diving into the icy waters. The surface water temperature can reach up to 28 degrees Fahrenheit or -2 degrees Celsius, but the penguins are perfectly adapted to survive in these conditions. Their thick layer of blubber and feathers keeps them warm, and their streamlined bodies allow them to swim through the water with ease. No. 2. Antarctica has no native land mammals. That's right, there are no native land mammals in Antarctica. The continent is home to a variety of bird species, including penguins, petrels, and skuas, but no mammals. This is due to a number of factors, including the continent's isolation, its harsh environment, and a lack of vegetation. The isolation of Antarctica has meant that mammals have had limited opportunities to colonize the continent. The harsh environment of Antarctica, with its freezing temperatures and strong winds, has also made it difficult for mammals to survive and reproduce. Additionally, the lack of vegetation in Antarctica means that there is no food source for herbivorous mammals. As a result, Antarctica is one of the few places on Earth that is completely devoid of native land mammals. Number 1. Ernest Shackleton once got lost in Antarctica and never gave up. Sir Ernest Shackleton was an explorer who became famous for his incredible journey in Antarctica. In 1914, he set out on an expedition to become the first person to cross the Antarctic continent. However, his ship, the Endurance, became trapped in the ice and the crew was forced to abandon ship. Shackleton and his crew managed to get to an uninhabited island where they lived for months. During this time, they survived on the food that they had brought with them and what they were able to catch from the sea. Eventually, Shackleton and 2 of his crew members set off in a lifeboat to find help. After a perilous journey, they were rescued and Shackleton became a national hero. His story is a testament to the power of the human spirit and the importance of never giving up in the face of adversity. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about Antarctica. What did you find most interesting about this frozen continent? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching.